And I was thinking that when you learn different languages, you travel, you speak them, it's like going back to that age where everything is possible in terms of hearing and
Mm.
speaking. And you're connected with more possibilities, with more music, more ways of expressing yourself.
Welcome back to Language Explorers. Today, we are diving into the world of entrepreneurship and coaching with Sylvie, a certified coach, mentor, and polyglot. Sylvie has not only built a thriving business, but has also expanded her reach beyond French-speaking markets to connect with international audiences. In this episode, we will explore how Sylvie navigated language and cultural challenges and how multilingualism has shaped her journey as an entrepreneur and coach. I hope her story inspires you to embrace the possibilities that come with stepping out of your linguistic comfort zone. Thank you, Sylvie, once again. Welcome back to this episode. I
Thank
really
you, Stacey, for inviting me.
Sylvie, you have built an incredible career that bridges languages, cultures, and nature. Before we explore your journey into international coaching, what is one thing about working across languages that makes you feel most alive?
Ah. I feel more entire. I was wondering the other day that when you are a baby, the ranges of the sounds are very large. Everything is possible. You could end speaking Chinese, Arabic, French, English. But at the beginning, your ear is very open. Everything is possible. And then you find yourself in a particular culture, if you're lucky, in two or three. Rapidly, you you will learn to filter the sound and only be able to hear the sounds connected to your native language. And I was thinking that when you learn different languages, you travel, you speak them, it's like going back to that age where everything is possible in terms of hearing and
Mm.
speaking. And you're connected with more possibilities, with more music, more ways of expressing yourself. Like at first, babies say everything's possible.
Yes.
And play with sounds. And working in different languages or speaking them is expanding, like not being restricted to a particular context and
Mm.
way of living things.
Beautiful. Expanding, coming back to your to playfulness, to openness, to possibilities. I love it. Thank you. Sylvie, what inspired you to expand your coaching and mentoring practice beyond French-speaking markets? Was it a natural progression, or did a specific opportunity push you to take this leap?
I think it was very natural for me because I found myself restricted with my own language because it's not completely me. I have Italian origin. I'm married to a German man, so we speak German at home, and I traveled, I speak other languages, and this is my world. And just working in French, it's just part of me. But there's something missing. It was just normal for me. And I was so happy when, before COVID and after COVID, even more, we had the opportunity to connect through video with people all around the world. And I think at that time it opened up things for me because I was one of the first to reach out for colleagues, ICF colleagues in different chapters and or what ICF does, or I found myself within ICF Friends taking responsibilities, and it has to be something as a bridge to other chapters and or with ICF Global. this was completely natural for me. So I took the opportunity when it came to me, and I still do.
Mm.
Like being with you today.
It is truly incredible how having these screens has opened us up to so easily connect
Mm.
with people in different countries and different cultures. It is an incredible opportunity and a window to that. Thank you. Was there a moment when you felt completely out of your depth or beyond your capabilities? And if so, how did you manage that experience? What did it teach you?
Working in a foreign language, you mean?
Yes, yes, working in a foreign language or with people in different cultures.
I have two examples. One that is not so good. I had a client once, really, it didn't work out. And I was feeling so humble. And yeah, it was, I thought that there was really something, the person was working in a war zone. I think we had a large fossé,
Gap,
a
maybe?
large gap between
Mm,
our two words. And I
mm,
think at that point it was too big. It didn't work out. I had to accept that. I was not the right person at that time. But
mm,
maybe not because of the language, because of the, yes, the context, which were very difficult. So I just welcomed that. I just learned to accept that. I was not the right person. It was quite frustrating at that time.
mm,
Another time I found myself, it was before being coach myself. I was working with an international company in English, and we had to welcome all newcomers from Europe uh,
mhm,
once a month. And at first, I was feeling very uncomfortable with my English. Like I was working with English colleagues, and
mhm,
my English was not very good at that time, and even worse than it is now. And I had at one point I had these newcomers telling me, "Oh, Sylvie, we are so pleased that you are not you're not a native speaker. Actually, we do not understand what the others say. We
uh,
only understand you." Because I was speaking more slowly, I was making mistakes. So they felt really welcomed in this company. They felt they they were entitled to make mistakes too. And
yes.
that gave me such a relief. And I learned to say, I was the right person to welcome these people all over Europe because actually, yes, I was making them self-comfortable. And I was full of anxiety and like, oh, I'm not speaking well. I'm not finding my words, and I'm speaking up in front of all these people with my
Mm.
English speaking colleagues who know everything very good, can say that very perfectly. And actually, it was the other way around.
Wow. Yes.
So
Oh, wow.
accept what is there.
Yeah, that sounds like a very powerful experience that could be, I imagine it was very encouraging to you to be able to keep going and to put yourself back into those situations where you might not feel so, maybe so confident because you can see that it's actually helping other people. I think maybe I'm confused, but I think that you told me a similar story. It wasn't an event, it was when you were working in Germany, but you were speaking English in that
Yes.
environment. That's a
Yeah,
different story, right?
that's the one. Maybe that's the one I told you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, English was not the language that I was speaking every day. I was speaking German at the time, even not French. And once in a month, I was sent to London to welcome newcomers. And so it was not always easy. And yes, but actually it was great. And at that point, I said to myself, that is finished. I will be confident. Even if it's not my language, that's okay. That's okay.
That sounds like it was a very empowering and a bit of a life-changing moment for you. Awesome. How has speaking English or any other language opened doors for your business?
Good questions. I think in my case, especially for mentor coaching or everything that has to do with core competency and things that I was able to have all the information about, for example, the ICF credential process and everything that I was able to connect with ICF Global to go to the source of information. And I find myself very credible at that now at that time because I know what I speak about. I have worked with people all around the world on that subject. And yes, it helps me. And looking at other chapters, for example, what is done in different countries, I find myself knowing what I talk about, like in supervision, we always have these reflex of looking what is done in different countries. And it gives me more tools, more. It's not tool because I'm really more on the competencies, but
Knowledge, anyway.
knowledge, reinsurance of what is done elsewhere.
Aware, yeah. And
I don't know. And it makes yourself also with people from different country, they see when people from different countries are looking for opening up themselves, they
Mhm.
might want to work with me as a foreign person because they see that I have seen things that they haven't, or I'm used to having a more broadened picture. So
Mm.
they will find them more at ease working with me. I don't know if I'm clear. I my language is very confusing, I have the impression.
I understand that the fact that you are more connected to other cultures, more open to other spaces, just opening up your learning,
Yes.
that your clients will see that and say, "Oh, I think that someone that has this openness, maybe not the same spaces or the same awarenesses or the same knowledge that I have, but having that is maybe what I need to open up in different ways." That's what I understand.
Yeah, let's say, for example, if I supervise, like
Mhm.
having this ability to connect with different languages and cultures might be a real asset of feeling humble, listening more, playing with different rhythms, uh,
Mhm.
or just giving different perspectives. When you go to supervision, you need to find other way of looking at the situation. And
Mhm.
when you work with someone who is used to doing that all the time,
Yeah.
there is a chance that they will give you the space to make that happen.
Yeah, the word that came to mind is maybe more flexible. Somebody like you who has the experiences has more flexibility in the way that you're going to be supervising or coaching.
Or just used to having other way at seeing at things.
Yes. Yes. Hmm. Would you happen to have a memorable story about a connection or an opportunity that you wouldn't have had if you didn't open your business internationally?
For example, I regularly have persons seeking for a mentor coach, working in different languages, and they want to make recordings, like let's say in French and in English or any other language I speak. So they would ask me rather than just French speaking mentor coach because I have this possibility of doing it in both languages if they want, or if in their own language. Sometimes people are based in French, but they are English speaking people, so they would only have clients in English. So
Mm-hmm.
they are happy to find me because at the moment they only have at hand English speaking clients. And so I have these opportunities other colleagues don't have. Yes.
Thank you.
Or all the projects for ICF, for example, where they need coach speaking other languages. Yes, I can be there.
Okay. And do you have engaged in projects like this with
And
ICF? Yes. Would you care to name an example of something, a project that you've been involved in or?
in Italy, they have this dono, this donation. Every year, they ask coaches to coach international nonprofit organizations, for example, or they have this Ignite.
Okay.
projects all around the world, I think, or ICF Global has got foundations projects, I think. And all sometimes they ask for coaches speaking English or speaking other languages. Yes.
Great. Thank you. What advice might you give to French-speaking entrepreneurs or coaches who want to expand their reach internationally but feel held back by language barriers?
It's what I did, and I would say to coach, just start doing other things in the language, meet colleagues from other chapters, from other countries, attend workshops from, yes, all around the world, go to meetings or travel to the countries. Just learn the specific words connected to our profession so that you feel at ease with that. But don't rush at wanting to coach in the language. There are so many opportunities, so many things you can live in these different language. And if you don't get the opportunity of coaching in the language, there might be other projects, just like we're doing today. We're not coaching, but we are living that. And who knows what will happen. So just take the opportunity where they come and let's see where this journey takes you, just like you when you're traveling abroad.
That sounds like a very adventurous
Yes,
response. It's not so much, okay, maybe you do want to coach, but maybe before that, or if you don't feel quite ready, there are so many other opportunities for connecting with others or projects in the language that you can do first. Give them a try.
just start where the door is opening.
Mm, love that. I love that. Thank you. If someone listening is hesitating to take that first step to go through that door, or maybe even if they're not sure which door it is that they should approach, what words of encouragement would you offer to help them to maybe find more clarity or to move forward?
Have fun, play, try things out in first in your comfort zone, where it's fine for you. Meet people from this language, travel to this country, maybe stay some weeks, 2, 3 weeks, 1 month, what you can do. Just make yourself feel at home with this, connect with this culture, with this language, so that it is there with you. And at some point, opportunities will come, definitely, because it will feel right.
Mm.
But play, remember, language is a friend, and you are invited. So take the invitation, don't be impolite, don't go too strong. And yeah, just see what is there for you. And if it's not working directly, just be patient and find things. Listen to films, music, find ways of connecting to these languages. And there will be opportunities, definitely.
Mm. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. And what I'm hearing is not only about the playfulness, about connecting with the pleasure of being in that language or communicating in that language. I'm also hearing that there's some form of maybe acceptance of what is and not pushing, not forcing. Sometimes people, the desire to be already at that place that they want to get to is so strong that it becomes difficult to see or scary or it's just too much. And in what you're saying, it sounds to me it's more okay, wait a minute, slow down, right? And that there might be steps to take before to be patient, to create those positive connections first and see what's there rather than being in that push
By
forward.
connecting with the client, connecting with a friend. Exactly.
Thank you. Okay, could you tell me if you could give your younger self one piece of advice about entering international markets or working in multiple languages, what would it be and why?
Oh, nice question. Let me think about that. maybe what I've just told, be patient, keep the fun, keep the pleasure with you. The world is so broad. There are so many languages and people to be met and things to be experienced. Be, oh, I can't find the word. Be confident that this world will be part of your life journey if you wish it to be.
Hmm, beautiful. Thank you. Sylvie, I would like to thank you so much for all of these incredible insights and sharing of experiences and emotions. Your journey reminds us how stepping out of our comfort zones linguistically and culturally can lead to incredible growth and connection. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners as we wrap up this session and our sessions?
I just hope that with all my imperfections in my language expressions, that I will have inspired some people to just be curious about other languages, about working differently, about meeting people or working with people from different origins, even if it's not through a different language, that I will have encouraged people to feel better about themselves, not to be so too hard on judging themselves with their abilities of speaking in a different language.
Mm.
And yes, and that tomorrow they will want to maybe start at last this language they always had dreamed of learning, or just they are asking this new client, or just enroll in this new program, or just if some of you just after here listening to me just is pushing this door and going out, stepping outside a bit of their comfort zone and wanting to do something new out there in this large world. So I would be very happy because I think it's at the heart of my mission to have people going outside, going to connect where it's strange, it's different, it's life is expecting them. So, well, just have fun doing that.
Oh, thank you so much, Sylvie. I am so convinced that this will definitely have an impact on a lot of people, the stories that you have told. And just, yeah, it's just really incredibly inspiring. Even just while you were speaking, your body was speaking once again with your hands. And it just, I could feel this pull, like this pull up, this pull towards, like just this opening feeling. And I could feel that in myself. It made me want to sit up straighter and be in that energy, right? And I think there's a lot of that feeling, that whole mirroring thing is where when you hear someone else speaking like this, when you hear these types of inspirations, it makes you want to follow and you say, oh, well, she's doing it. And that sounds really intriguing, interesting, beautiful to me. I think I might be able to also. And I just really wanted to say thank you also for doing this in English with me because, yeah, it's not your native language and you're not as at ease as I can be because English is my native language. And it does take courage to do that. And I really think that it is helpful for people to hear that. Oh, you're daring to do it. And even myself in this podcast, okay, I'm a native speaker, but I'm also hearing my imperfections. And sometimes the bar is a bit high. And I find it scary sometimes to be in this position. We're being recorded. People are going to hear. What are they going to think? There's all this question about judgment. But if I listen to that, then I don't help people hear what you have to say today and other listeners that I have. And I think they're just so helpful. They inspire me. They help me. They've motivated me to get this podcast out here so that people can hear these things. And I'm so sure that you will motivate other people. I'm rambling now, but I wanted to say thank you. Thank
And
you
you're
so much.
doing it so well, Stacey. You're such a nice host, helping finding the words and making people feel at least. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Sylvie. Thank you so much. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Au
Ciao.
revoir.
Cheers. You. Everything you want.
Arrivederci.
Sorry?
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Yeah.
With my North American accent.
Hmm.
Sylvie's journey is a powerful reminder that venturing beyond linguistic and cultural boundaries can unlock incredible opportunities for both personal and professional growth. We have explored how embracing multilingualism and cross cultural connection can transform entrepreneurship and coaching, opening doors to new perspectives and a deeper sense of self. As you reflect on Sylvie's experiences, consider what unfamiliar melody or uncharted path might be calling you to explore? And how could you tune your ear or adjust your compass to follow it? Remember, language and culture are invitations to play, connect, and discover. Don't be afraid to step through those open doors, even if they lead to uncharted territory. We would love to hear about a time that you have adjusted your compass and ventured into a new cultural linguistic landscape. What unexpected treasure did you discover along the way? Share your stories in the comments, and thank you for joining us on this exploration. Stay tuned for more inspiring conversations on Language Explorers. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out our previous episodes for more insights into the transformative power of language and connection. See you next time.